My child, pause for a moment. Archangel Michael has drawn you here because the time you have been praying for has finally arrived. This is not an accident, not a coincidence, but a divine intervention meant to reach your spirit right now. You were guided to this message because something in the unseen realm has shifted in your favor. Michael is stepping forward with urgency, saying, "Open your heart, for what comes next matters." Do not scroll away. Do not ignore the pull you feel inside. You are standing in a sacred moment of clarity, protection, and awakening. Heaven is aligning this message with your spirit because you are ready to receive what has been waiting for you today fully. You have been carrying battles that few truly understand. There are wounds you've hidden behind strength, questions you've buried beneath responsibilities, and fears you've pushed aside just to keep going. You've endured nights where your heart felt heavy, where sleep wouldn't come, and where your thoughts spiraled into places you didn't dare speak out loud. You've wondered if anyone sees the weight you carry, if anyone notices the quiet exhaustion behind your smile, if heaven even hears the prayers you whisper in the dark. You've felt moments of spiritual confusion, times when it seemed like everything around you was shifting, yet nothing within you felt stable. Times when you sensed something was coming, but you didn't know when, how, or what it would mean for your life. And through it all, you kept moving, kept believing, kept hoping, even when it felt like you were holding on by a thread. Archangel Michael has witnessed every tear, every silent prayer, every moment of fear you tried to fight alone. Nothing has gone unnoticed. Nothing has been wasted. This message is reaching you because heaven sees what you've been carrying, and today, that weight begins to lift. My child, listen closely now. Archangel Michael is stepping forward with unmistakable urgency. This message did not arrive randomly. It was delivered to you because the spiritual timing around your life has reached a critical point. There is a divine opening that has appeared, a shift that has been forming in the unseen, and Michael is urging you not to overlook what heaven is trying to place in your hands. He says the time is finally here. What was delayed is now moving. What was resisted is now weakening. What was hidden is being revealed. You are being called to attention not out of fear but out of alignment. Something powerful is unfolding, and your awareness in this moment matters. There are blessings, breakthroughs, and protections being positioned around you, but you must be spiritually awake to receive them. This message is a trumpet in the spirit, a signal that your season is shifting. Archangel Michael stands beside you, sword lifted, clearing the path ahead and urging you to stay present. Do not underestimate this moment. Do not scroll past the very confirmation you asked heaven for. You are standing in a divine intersection, and what comes next is sacred. You have walked through seasons that stretch you far beyond what you believed you could endure. Archangel Michael has watched as you faced heartbreak that shattered your confidence, disappointments that made you question your worth, and losses that left empty spaces you still feel today. There were moments when people you trusted pulled away without explanation, moments when support you depended on disappeared, leaving you to piece yourself together in silence. You've battled through emotional exhaustion, spiritual heaviness, and days where you felt disconnected from your own strength. You've carried responsibilities that were never meant to be carried alone, yet you pushed forward because you had no other choice. There were times you cried quietly, not wanting anyone to see how close you were to giving up. Times when you asked, "Why does this keep happening to me? When will things finally shift?" Michael saw every moment. He saw when you kept standing even with trembling knees. He saw when you held your faith together with nothing but hope and exhaustion. And he wants you to know, none of those struggles were punishments. They were sharpening you, protecting you, preparing you for a breakthrough that required strength you didn't know you were building. Everything you survived is now becoming the foundation for what heaven is releasing next. My child, open your spirit now, because this is the moment Archangel Michael has been preparing you for. He steps forward with a powerful and unmistakable declaration. The time is finally here. The waiting, the confusion, the spiritual tension you've been feeling, none of it was without purpose. Heaven hath been arranging things behind the scenes, and now the veil is lifting. Michael says you are entering the chapter you were prepared for, the moment your spirit had been sensing, the turning point you have prayed for. The battles that tried to break you were actually clearing your path. The delays that frustrated you were protecting your destiny. The silence you endured was allowing things to align in your favor. There is a divine acceleration taking place around your life right now. Doors that once stood shut are beginning to open. Situations that felt stuck are loosening. Connections meant for you are being drawn closer. Archangel Michael is standing beside you, his sword raised, cutting away the spiritual resistance that once surrounded your life. He is saying, I have gone before you. I have fought battles you never saw. I have shielded you from attacks you never knew were sent. Now, step forward, your blessing is ready. Expect clarity where there was once confusion. Expect strength where there was once heaviness. Expect restoration where there was once loss. This is not imagination, this is activation. The spiritual realm is responding to your endurance, your prayers, and your unwavering hope. Michael declares, rise. The time you thought would never come is now standing at your door. You are stepping into a divine shift that will touch your relationships, your finances, your purpose, and your peace. Heaven is releasing what has been withheld, and nothing can stop what is unfolding now. Your spirit was guided here for confirmation. You have entered your appointed moment. My child, this is where your response begins to shape what unfolds next. Archangel Michael is not only delivering a message, he is watching for your agreement. Heaven never forces alignment, it invites it. Right now, you are being given a choice to treat this as another passing moment or to honor it as a divine appointment. Michael is saying, do not ignore what your spirit feels. Do not dismiss the pull on your heart. Your response in this moment is a spiritual yes or no. To delay is to drift. To agree is to align. Do not wait for a better time. This is the time. Honor what heaven is doing right now by opening, listening, and choosing to say yes inside your spirit. This inner yes becomes the doorway through which protection, clarity, and breakthrough rapidly find you today. My child, if this message has stirred something deep within you, don't let your agreement remain silent. Archangel Michael is encouraging you to speak your faith into the atmosphere. Words carry power, they mark your readiness, your alignment, and your acceptance of what heaven is releasing. You don't need to write a long prayer. Even a simple declaration like Amen, I receive, or I welcome this message becomes a spiritual signal that you are opening the door to your breakthrough. Let your comment be your act of faith, your moment of stepping forward, your way of saying, I am ready. When you declare it, you align yourself with the divine shift that is unfolding right now. My child, take a slow breath and allow peace to settle over you. Archangel Michael surrounds you now with a shield of light, reassuring you that you are not stepping into this new season alone. The battles you've faced are ending. The heaviness you've carried is lifting. The clarity you've longed for is beginning to shine through. You are entering a chapter marked by protection, strength, and divine order. Michael declares you are covered. You are guided. You are ready. Every step you take from this point forward is supported by heaven. What once worked against you will begin to work for you. What once drained you will now strengthen you. What once confused you will make perfect sense. Walk forward knowing that the time you prayed for has arrived. The shift is here. The breakthrough is active. The protection is surrounding you. And the blessing that belongs to you is already on its way. You are seen. You are chosen. You are ready for what comes next.